I'm Randall Henning. I am a professor at the School of International Service at American University. I've just produced a book called Tangled Governance, International Regime Complexity, the Troika, and the Euro Crisis. My book is about how international institutions work together on a common problem. In this case, it's the Euro crisis and the problem of designing lending programs for the countries that were stricken by crisis. It begins with Greece in 2010, then migrates to Ireland, Portugal, Spain, to some extent Italy, though that didn't involve a program, and then finally Cyprus, coming back to Greece again. The Troika is the set of institutions that were brought in to help fight the Euro crisis. It includes the European Commission, the European Central Bank, and the International Monetary Fund. But as the crisis goes on, it involves other institutions as well, and always kind of behind these institutions is the Council system in Europe, the European Council, and the Euro Group. The Troika was created in order to control agency drift. Right? What we mean by agency drift in this instance is the institutions negotiating a program, a lending program that was more generous than the creditor countries might have preferred. So what's really interesting for our political scientists like me and others in the global governance discourse is what happens when these institutions disagree over the design of the program, either the extent of austerity that they are going to require, or the size of the loan, or the recapitalization of the banking system. So when they disagree, what happened in these cases is that the differences were mediated by some of the key member states. The United States and Germany were especially important in that respect. Others were involved as well, but the United States and Germany in particular. The final conclusion of the book is that the European Monetary Fund, although it would be a desirable idea, isn't likely to happen anytime soon. The reason why it's desirable is because then the Europeans could organize themselves for these Euro crises. The rest of the world would not have to make a financial contribution through the International Monetary Fund, and this would be ratcheting up European solidarity, which would be good for Europe and the rest of the world. The reason why this is going to be difficult is because they have to move to a greater degree of fiscal mutualization and a higher degree of political commitments to one another, more political integration, and the politics in Europe right now are not conducive to that.